I am the director of StartingPoint Academy here at BridgePoint Church, and we are a preschool serving children 8 weeks to 4 years old, and then we also offer a before and after school program for elementary school kids in the area. We love on kids and we educate them. We have a program with classical core curriculum, and we mix that a little bit with 1, 2, 3 read, and we use that from September through August. Our curriculum runs for our toddlers, and that's 15 months, through our 4-year-old pre-K room. And then in the summer, we transition out of that and we do like little mini summer camps. So every week we have a different theme, and all of the kids do a lot of hands-on learning. We use the whole facility and the outdoors, and we just play and have fun through learning. We get dirty, we get wet. Messy is our game. Well, we really do love kids, and I know that just sounds so cliche, but we work really hard at finding what fits every child's need. We work on the 1, 2, 3 read program using classic books. They're not Walt Disney books, they're classic books through the years. And we take everything about that book apart and we put it into the everyday program in the morning. That runs from about 8:30 to 12 o'clock. And everything in the room will revolve around that book. The centers, the decorations, the words that we use, sight words, vocabulary words, even in the toddler room, because we want these kids to be exposed to as much language as they can so that they're ready when they go to school. And we also really work on their social emotional. So you can come in one day and hear our teachers say, "Well, I'm frustrated, so I need a moment to kind of take a breath." Because we want them to understand that it's okay to be frustrated and to see how frustration works so that they can then know how to handle their own emotions. The education, because I understand more today than I did yesterday. We understand how brains develop better than we did years ago, and being able to take all of that research and all of that knowledge and build something that benefits children. Kids are fun, and some people think they take a lot of work, but they don't. They're just the sweetest little things that are innocent, and when you look at them, you really see when God speaks about having the faith of a child, and it's such a joy to be able every day to come in and be loved on. Something I read says if you get 10 hugs a day, it increases your life expectancy, or it lowers your blood pressure or something. Well, I'm going to live a million years and I'm going to have no blood pressure problems because, every morning I come in and someone's hugging me, and it's just such an awesome experience to know that they're giving more to me than I will ever be able to give to them, and to know that God has blessed me with this opportunity. And I can only hope that I am living up to His expectation. Well, I was fortunate enough to live in a home with Christian values. Like all of us, I had a grandmother who loved church, and so we all got to go with her on Sunday mornings. And I was fortunate enough that I got to live 2 doors down from her. So I got a wonderful experience, and from that I was also able to go to a private school. And when I was 16, we had chapel on Wednesdays, as most schools do, and we had a speaker come in, and he talked about this girl who had just triumphed over tragedy and how Christ brought her through that, and I was just in tears and knew that that was the kind of relationship I wanted. So I went into the head pastor's office. We had a discussion, and I was saved that day and then later baptized. After I had my daughter, I got really involved with of course, as all parents do, the things that they get involved in. And when she was 5, we had a friend who wanted to take her to church, to a different one than we were going to. And I said that was fine, but I was going as well. I wanted to make sure that they that they had our values, and the moment I walked in, I knew that it was where God had been calling me. And within a year, they asked me to help out in their children's ministry, which I loved. We had a neighbor that moved in across the street. She came to that church as well. She started going as well, and her and I started working together. And about 3 years in, I became the kindergarten teacher for Sunday school, and I just loved it. It was just being able to work with the children. You could see that they just had a passion for Christ that we adults don't have, because they haven't been corrupted yet. They don't know the world. They just want that relationship, the innocence of it. And from there, I was the director or the kindergarten teacher for a long time there. Then I came to BridgePoint, and I took a little bit of a break so I could get to know BridgePoint, and fell in love and went right back in, but this time into the preschool area, which I loved even more, because there's just nothing funner than time spent with 2-, 3-, and 4-year-olds, because they have a lot of personality, they have a lot of love, and they love to have fun. So my husband is Alan, and we have been married 26 years. And we have one daughter. Her name is Mandy, and she will be 23. She has just graduated from RCC with her associates in early childhood education, kindergarten to 8th grade. Really proud of her, and she is continuing on her education at ODU come the fall to get her bachelor's. We've lived in Gloucester about 25 years. We originally moved over here and lived at the Point, and about 17 years ago moved up to the courthouse. I think that we have this unique moment in time that we can go anywhere. We can move as slow as we want or as fast as we want. We're developing into a group of believers that all have the same goal, and that is to increase the kingdom. And we have the ability to make a difference in a unique way. Just praying for the school and for all of our families and all of our teachers. And keeping me in your prayers. It is a lot of work that I do enjoy, but it does take a lot of time. And I like to try to do as much as I can to keep our costs down and to find resources that benefit our school and our church that are relatively inexpensive as well.